First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with authorities to get to the bottom of it. But Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
Is this how things are handled over here in WWE? Maybe I would have been better off staying where I was.
I assure you that's not the case. You're in good hands with us.
So if it was a random person, what was with that stuff on the Tron?
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have just been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus on the positive and move on.
Well, I'm focused on kicking someone's ass. Don't care who it is.
Perfect. I'll set up a match for you next week on SmackDown, and I'll make sure it's against a local competitor that you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
Hey, you all right?
I'm okay. I know we didn't cross paths too much at our former workplace, but it's good to see a friendly face here. Anyway, it's wrestling. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I agree. I'll be ready if and when something happens again.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my numerous injuries, I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy, but I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait.
Do you believe in miracles?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from the nearest nightclub, Sensational Starla.
Good God, this superstar has a terrible gimmick.
Better than that lifeguard wrestler Byron once fought against. Hey, you two may be joking around, but that guy was tough. Guys, I don't think I can watch this performer suffer.
It could be worse, Saxton. They could be watching one of your old matches.
Here she is, making her highly anticipated WWE debut.
And her opponent from New York,
The anticipation has really been building for this moment. Fans have been imagining her competing inside a WWE ring for years.
And not just the fans, she grew up on WWE programming. This isn't just the fans' dream come true, it's hers. Now all she's got to wait for is hearing the WWE bell for the very first time. The pressure to live up to the hype must be immense. Everyone's eyes are on the #1 Picks WWE debut tonight.
They are, but SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis has clearly set her up with an opportunity to come out of the gate strong.
Absolutely, Corey. She's got an amazing opportunity to put the events of last week's draft behind her and prove she was worthy of that top spot and all the hype.
Kicks to the face. Capped off with a big one.
And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind.
And a stomp to the gut.
And once again, she's put on the back foot.
And now is the time to dig deep, to start tapping into your stamina reserves.
She continues on with this assault.
Starla might be in a panic soon.
Oh, barbaric amount of stomps.
That was a showing of control and aggression, something they'll want to keep up. Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks to the teeth.
Maneuvers out of the way.
Lands a timely reversal. Downward spiral. The cover. She's going for it.
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess she's taking matters into her own hands.
Good, I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Roxanne Perez from NXT?
Why was she doing this?
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
Come to my side of town. Lately it's been going.
That's enough. Sit down and stay there. What are we going to do with her?
We're gonna get some answers, and we're gonna get them right now.
You have no idea.
You better start explaining real fast before I beat the truth out of you.
The new era has arrived.
Is this about the draft? Because Triple H said it was the start of a new era?
It's been right in front of you, but you can't ignore it anymore.
How'd you mess with the Tron? Is there someone helping you out?
Make the right choices and maybe you'll find out someday.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking nobody out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
I think so too. Roxanne is a little out there, but I don't think she'd do this on her own. There's gotta be other people involved.
Exactly. And the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
Yo, y'all know what time it is. Black flag on everything. Stay protected.
Here's the woman, anxious to upend the unmasked Roxanne Perez.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from New York, Superstar!
There's an extra degree of intensity in the arena tonight. She heads into the ring not as the top overall draft pick, but as the swift hand of justice.
And I know a lot of folks are watching to see what kind of sentence she can deliver to Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Perez's opponent is poised for payback.
The prodigy is here.
And she is angry, and she is vengeful.
From Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
You have to love this level of confidence in a superstar.
Especially for so early in her tenure in WWE.
Well, Roxanne's already done more in her early 20s than most competitors do in their entire career.
Roxanne is completely ruthless at this point.
Yeah, Roxanne Perez doesn't care about anything except being on top of the mountain.
That's the right mindset.
Even though Roxanne Perez did not want to respond to questions last week, she has a lot to answer for tonight.
This is about more than just Roxanne, Saxton. She may have been acting alone, but the message being sent tonight is for all of WWE.
And that message is clear. These kind of attacks are over. Now it's up to our top draft pick to make sure that point hits home in the ring.
Oh, a nasty stomp to finish it off. Well-placed kick.
That perseverance of Perez being tested by her opponent there.
Measured kick to the vertebrae. No.
High-risk cross body.
Throwing all caution to the wind and flying around like a bat out of hell.
Sent crashing into our desk.
Yeah, we might want to think about moving out of here.
Boom, what impact. Action now spilling to the ringside area in front of us here.
One counter met by another.
Get this back into the ring now. She's out of it, guys. Roxanne is being overwhelmed.
Roxanne's having trouble assessing the situation, and she just avoided some serious damage. My gosh, she's bleeding. That last hit split open her skin. Into a face buster. Nice. Dodge is out of the way.
Running knee lift.
Perez avoids that one.
Face buster.
She's pumping herself up, reaching out for that burst of energy.
Turns it around.
Perched on the shoulders. Feast your eyes.
Roxanne's got to dig deep now.
Cover. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Roxanne Perez and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Nikita Lyons from behind. What is happening?
And now Roxanne Perez is recovered and is joining NXT's Nikita Lyons. Clearly Perez wasn't acting alone in all this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Nick Aldis is trying to intervene.
Trick Williams with a chair.
And all this goes down, too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed, too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO about this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Adam Pearce, and we're going to work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front, but we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H?
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
You're right. Punk's fired up about getting attacked and not thinking straight. He did have a point, though, that we have to be careful about who to trust.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
And it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who can step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from MMA.
Okay. But how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We grew up together. When you know someone for that long, there's a trust that's been built up for years.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.